Hello and welcome to Morgan's Rock Railroad. I guess this is part 2 of my grass videos. I've already vacuumed up the Pinch and Stab 9mm grass. It's looking pretty good. Still wet down here, but that's okay. We're about to apply some 4mm and 7mm static grass. I've already have it mixed up in the mixer here, in the static grass applicator rather. And so we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of gluing. This is going to be behind the apartment buildings. And once again, just using regular old Elmer's glue. The reason why I'm mixing it here is just to give it a little bit of variety. It is behind the buildings and between the tracks. And between the buildings. And just gives it a more realistic, unkept look. And in front of the buildings, I'll just be putting down 2mm grass. But for back here, we're going to put in 4mm. I'm going to get it into this crack here. I plan on putting some bushes here so that crack doesn't really matter much. And the weather's finally nice outside. It rained all night. It was a little bit windy, not as bad as they said it was going to be. And my backyard's flooded, so I'm waiting for a little water to show up down here in the basement. Haven't seen any yet, so I might get lucky. But normally I get a little puddling down here. The house is 100 years old, so I'm not going to spend any money on fixing that. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so I've got my glue laid down. And this is the ground. Make sure you use that. Oh, there you go. And I'm gonna start from left to right. And here we go. Just giving it little pokes here and there. It's going to get on your other grass if you're doing it next to it. 7mm doesn't stand up that great, but you work it in there. When you come back with the vacuum after a while, you can make them stand up a lot better. Always put down plenty. To make it look very hardy. And I'm probably going to have to fill up my applicator again with more grass. A lot of this is laying down right now, but we can fix that. It's an easy fix. You get it looking a lot better. I have trouble shaking this damn thing. I have arthritis you wouldn't believe. My doctor wants to give me cortisone shots. I just won't do it. There we go. Oh, we just have enough. Look at that. And I picked something up along the way here. I don't know what it is. Alright. I'm going to shut this off. Picked up something here. Bunch of trash. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in the vacuum. I don't need to wait a long time. Just just a minute or so. And go ahead and suck that all up. So I'll start over here on the right. So you can see right there the grass is got a lot of it standing up. 7 is hard to do to get to stand up, but the vacuum helps it out a lot. It's hard for me, I don't know why. I'm probably not even doing it right. So now I'm going to add some 4mm, strictly 4mm, and I'm going to go down this section here. Let me back the camera up. I'm going to do right here. And then, I think I said I was doing 2 here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I still have some of this in here, so we'll just add it to this. And we'll do this, and then we'll come back and get the 2 miller lights, please. 2mm, 2mm, and 2mm. But we'll get this part done in 4 real quick since I still have grass. I'll add just a little bit to it. That should be enough. Well, this is actually going to be 4 and 7. What was I thinking? That's okay. This is part of the auto dealer parking lot. So, and if you get some on your lot or on the paint, you can always come back and scrape it up. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Put my lid on. Now we're going to plug this back in. We're back in business. Now I see a couple of spots over on the other side there that I just did that could use some more grass, so I'll do that when I'm done with this. And I am out of grass. Yep, I have to put a little bit more in. I got a dry spot there. So where's my 4? Here's my 4. No, here's my 4. Yep. 4 on. There it is. That should do it. Always make sure you turn it off before you fill that back up because it hurts. Trust me, I know. Okay, we got it. And a couple of spots up here. A little thin. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to now do 2mm here, here, and here. Make sure it's shut off. Open that up. And now this is probably going to use the rest of my 2mm. I don't have much left. So probably have to hit the store tomorrow or next week. But this is the grass that's been getting cut or walked on. I'm just going to dump the whole bag in here. Don't worry about what got sucked up into the vacuum cleaner because that's just full of grass. So when I need grass, I empty it out and I use it for like along the rails here, and then I hit it with some colors and whatnot. Don't like to waste it. It's more expensive than pot. I don't know. I'm guessing there. I have a friend I can ask. Oh, let's put some glue down first, shall we? Getting ahead of myself. So this is in front of the, I called it a duplex on the last video. It's a quadplex. 4 apartments. And that sits here. I think it's this building. You can see it. This one won't have lights, but the car dealership and the 2 apartment buildings will have lights. One already does. I have to find all my lights and start putting them in. Now this duck under here, had one on my first layout, was way too low, and I lost a lot of skin off the top of my head, and when my friends came over, they would bang their heads on it, and I would bang my head on it. So this one, this time, I didn't use foam. I just brought the wood right up to the same level as the foam here, and it's a lot more clearance, and I've only hit my head once in the probably 300 times that I've gone under since I put it up this week. Last week? Yeah, last week. So it's just leftover wood, scraps, and it's all pretty now. So let's go ahead and do the 2mm grass. And this will go quick. This goes on just like that. This stuff is horrible. I don't like 2mm grass. So run over it a little bit here. Get it standing. You really can't tell if it's standing up or not. It's so small. So now I'll go ahead and vacuum all that up. And we'll call it a day. I know everybody has a different technique. This is how I do it. You know, in nature, everything is kind of a mess anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. If you have an airbrush or something like that, you can make the colors match. I don't think it makes a difference for me anyhow. So that's going to sit on there like that. And it looks nice. I like it. And you know, this one sits here, right there. So you know, you got a little grass here. Oh, okay, there it is. A little grass here, and this one's got grass. Everybody's got grass. It's a grassy neighborhood. So there's all that. So I think I'll go ahead and end the video here, because then I'll have to reposition this and have to clean this out, because it's all going to be different millimeters down here in the big grass area and along the front here. So, and I need to redo my glue and move stuff out of the way. So That's it. I mean, that's as quick and easy as it gets. And this is standing up. With the help of the vacuum, it brings it up. See, you can't even tell on 2mm if it's standing up. So you could use what's it called, ground foam, whatever you'd like. It all does. I can feel it a little prickle there, but it's not a whole lot. And of course, this with the 7mm, it needed help with the vacuum. This is the 9mm that I stabbed and pinched in the last video. Of course, I ran out, so we just tapered it off towards the end here. And my crack is almost not visible, so that's good. I'll put another layer on that once that all dries to get rid of it totally. So there you have it, static grass 2, 4, 7, and a 9mm pinch on the last video. I'm Bob, and thanks for stopping by Morgan's Rock Radio.